Paul, this is a fantastic fight. If it's not a snooze fest of wet blanket, carry him to the ground and wrestle, because this is what Drecus tends to do. And he's very awkward, and he's like a gorilla on roller skates, is Drecus Du Plessis. Izzy Adesanya, though, a motivated Izzy, I just think after the last few losses, I think this fight is perfect for him. It sort of reminds me of De La Hoya when he came back against Mayorga and the Vargas fights, where you need somebody to fuel yourself up against. Now, is he too over-emotional? That's a question. He's been crying at the press conference. I don't think so, no. I think it just means a lot to him. He's getting a bit emotional about his old past. He's ready for the fight, and Drecus Du Plessis sort of seem limited in some of his responses, talking about the dog ring. They're both trying to turn it into a race thing. Let's just concentrate on the fight and the skills. I think Izzy just, on his day, he has the equaliser and the skills to beat anybody in the world. And that is why I think it's going to be his night, because Drecus has not looked overly great against even Darren Till, who was a good striker. He was struggling in that fight. He was struggling against Strickland. He wasn't dominating Robert Whittaker until he caught him. And these are quite redundant, methodic like fighters that he can predict. Izzy has the striking, and as much as I don't really want him to win, I would like Drecus to whoop him for reasons of just the old deserved thing, the old ego, like, I deserve this because of my background. Nobody deserves anything, man. Do you think he's not worked as hard as you? But I'm expecting a fantastic fight. And, man, this is for the Zions. I mean, this is going to rock, man. I just like the promotion. It is good. And it does make it a bit spicy, especially when it's not even just a grudge now. This is about, they're talking about race and everything, and they're turning it into Africa. And I like that, man. So, hey, yeah. Izzy wins. Izzy wins emphatically, I think. I think he's going to perform the best he's performed in a while. He's going to come out, the motivation, the upsetness is going to make him more focused. He's going to be more focused, more switched on. He's going to have more motivation. And Izzy Adesanya with motivation, even though Drecus will be motivated, I think his work will get sloppy. He does cut on the inside quite fast and has a pretty good reach for his stature. And he is strong, and if he gets you on the ground, but I actually feel like Izzy might substitute him, submission. I feel like Izzy's gonna get submission. I think the lankiness, I think when he does get taken down, he can swiftly get out of it. The leg kicks won't bother Drecus much, I don't think, because he's been tasered, as he said. So it's all if buts and maybes. But I do feel like the guy with that world-class ability to win a fight, is Izzy Adesanya. And that's why in this fight, you've got to go with who, when the backs are against the wall, has the skill to turn it round. I think Izzy has the overall X-factor punching. The accuracy is just going to be there. He's going to be more switched on. That's how I feel about this one. At first, I was like, I don't know, because Drecus is on a winning spree. But he hasn't looked phenomenal in all of these fights. He's showed a lot of gaps. He's showed a lot of flaws. Izzy's on a bad run. But the layoff is going to do him good. And although I don't want him to win, I think he will. I'm using my head. I think Adesanya is going to have the timing. The distance is going to be there. And when Drecus does get him down and try to steal rounds, I think it'll be too late unless he starts well. But he's going to get just as tired trying that. And his energy is going to zap being the bigger guy. And on his day, Izzy can do what he did to Romero and Costa if he uses that blueprint, but switches up the countering. I think Drecus running in, he's going to get knocked out, or Izzy wins by submission. That's my call. Izzy Adesanya is going to get the win. I'm using my smarts on this one. Do not be fooled by all the crying. He is upset, but that will help motivate him, and it will make him more sharp and focused in the octagon on Saturday night. Get your comments in. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Are two different things. I'm 209 correct fight predictions. I think I'm going for 210 on Saturday night. And just to throw it in, I'm going to say Dan Hooker is going to come back and beat Gambrot. Just to throw it in. Give or take. But I'm going to give Dan Hooker the win on that one also. Right, peace. Enjoy the event. It's going to be crazy. And yeah, Izzy Adesanya for the win. Peace. It's gonna rock.